Don't mind me, I'm just shining my helmet. Catch you inside.
RevelatorAlf.
Old helmets. Are they worth reconditioning? Are they worth it, or should you just buy a brand new one? I think sometimes old is given a bad reputation. Now, I've had this helmet in my workshop here, my man cave, for a few years. In fact, I did a few track days on it because it had the official sticker on the back here, which they're always looking for. Well, they used to anyway, to allow it to go on the track. And anyway, so I always kept it, but it just gathered lots of grease, lots of dust, hence why the degreaser which I use, I'm not advertising it, it's just what I had to hand. And yeah, so I decided to clean it up and use it as a second helmet. And it's still a good functioning helmet. I've taken all the innards out, you can see there, and I've put those in the washing machine, so they're going to get a good old clean, and then it's going to be as good as new. Especially because I haven't dropped it, it's not damaged, it's just a bit old, and if it fits properly then I'm fine with it. But is new better than old? Well, in terms of technology, possibly. Modern helmets, they're usually lighter, they're made of more modern bits and pieces, they're more technologically advanced, they can be quieter, so on and so forth. The designs are usually better. But actually, there are also lots of modern helmets that have got a retro feel to them as well. So, you know, it really depends what you're looking for in a new helmet. Just because you drop a helmet as well doesn't necessarily mean that you can't use it again. Lots of people think, oh, you dropped your helmet, that's it, it's game over. Actually, that's not the case. It really depends if it's been damaged, cracked, whatever. These are designed, let's not forget, to take a bit of an impact, as I say. But if they're not damaged, fine, go carry on. Well, I would say that. I've dropped my helmet so many times you would not believe, but I don't rush out and buy a brand new one every time I do so. A quick inspection, yeah, all looks good, and away I go. And sometimes I think this whole notion of always going for new instead of old is a bit off track. I want new things as well. I want to change things up a little bit. I'm actually looking for a bit of a new workspace right now to bring you guys more content. But that doesn't mean that what I have here is not working for me. It's just that I think I could do a little bit better, or not necessarily better, just do something different. And I think helmets, for me, kind of symbolise that. I'm a bit of a Luddite, and that I don't actually like change. If something works for me, I tend to use it and I tend to keep it for a long time. If it doesn't work for me, then I'm one of the first people looking for a change. And of course, you could spend hundreds of pounds on a brand new motorcycle helmet, and it will be top quality, of course. You could also buy a much cheaper helmet with the same safety qualities as well. It may not look as fancy, it may not be as quiet as a really expensive helmet, but essentially it's there to protect your noddle. So, you know, more expensive doesn't necessarily mean better. It just means more expensive, for the most part. Now, obviously, if you're buying really cheap and you're buying it from not a reputable place, then the chances are it might even be a fake. That's right, yeah, we live in times of fakedom. Everything is fake. This is real, I'm real, this cup of coffee is real. But things that you buy might not necessarily be real. The old fake news thing. Now this, you can extend this to all sorts of bits and pieces, all sorts of things that you can buy for your bike, for your car, whatever. Sometimes if it is really cheap, then there's a reason why it's really cheap. Sometimes it's really cheap just because it's cheap, you're getting a bargain. How do you tell the difference? Sometimes it's even very hard once you've got it in your hand. You're checking the labels. Yeah, it's got all the labels. You know, you're looking inside. Yeah, it all looks right. To the naked eye, to the untrained eye, which most of us are, it can look real. I'm not sure what we do about that. One of the things that I've found since doing a lot of my videos in the man cave is that it's great for this kind of thing, but it's not great for working on the bike or doing sort of technical things. I usually do those in the garage at the front of the house, but that is a little bit limited. The old way of doing it is still working, but I want it a little bit better, and I want to do it slightly differently. So that's where I'm at. The channel's starting to grow, the website is starting to do better as well. Getting lots of good feedback from you guys out there, still getting lots of messages and emails on a weekly basis as well. So things are on the up, but I'm not quite there yet to start spending big on commercial premises or anything like that. I want to, that's the dream. The dream is to get some kind of place where I can do studio work and work on bikes and all sorts of good stuff like that. Even have a hangout place where people can come along and just hang out, drink coffee, whatever. Maybe even have a little shop, maybe even a cake shop. So that's the plan, that's the dream. But I'm not there yet. I've been looking around, I've been looking at workspaces, I've been looking at commercial places, and even though things are really tight at the moment for a lot of businesses and small businesses are moving out of commercial units, they're still really expensive. I want something new, but I think I'm going to have to stick with the old for the time being. I just wanted to say that new for old isn't always right, isn't always the best thing to do. But when you want it and you can't have it, it's really frustrating. But anyway, I thought I'd bring that to you. I'm going to go and put this together until I get sponsored by a helmet manufacturer. Unfortunately, this is what I'm down to. But at least it's real. I'm keeping it real for you guys. That's what it is. But at least if I wanted to go and do a proper track day again, I've always got the helmet. That's why I never threw this away, by the way. Even when I got a newer helmet a few years ago, I thought I'd always keep this. I even kept a crappy helmet. It was hanging on the wall up there, and I thought that's gone in the bin. That really was past it. Things I love working in here. I love creating in here. I've got the windows, I've got the natural light, which I prefer working off anyway. If it was just double the size or triple the size, so I could actually work on bikes, put some motorcycle lifts in here, that kind of thing, do some welding, grinding, make a lot of noise but not have lots of noise complaints from the neighbours. Because I want all those things, that's why I need to look for somewhere else. So the search continues, but I just wanted to say thanks to everybody who has subscribed and who's shown your support on the website as well. I really appreciate that. Thanks to all the messages, all the emails, all the questions about the channel, about bikes and Harleys and technical stuff and all that sort of jazz, and how I make videos and everything like that. Thanks for all that. Really appreciate that. Thanks for helping to grow the channel as well. And if it keeps on growing, then maybe, just maybe, an all-purpose singing and dancing workshop, workspace might be happening. But I'll let you know. Catch you again on the next video, whenever that is. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that bell, like and share. Leave your comments. Let us know what you think about old versus new. And check out the website, RevelatorAlf.com, where you will find those support links to Patreon and PayPal too. And I'll catch you again. Ta-da. Right, just sat outside some workshops, which I'm going to view. Might take one on. RevelatorAlf.